Hi there, and welcome to Lumusphoto.com's review of the Canon 6D. I don't know if you can see that there, that's what it says. Right. Well, I've been using this camera for a few weeks now, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I really am. I've got a few issues with the camera, mainly being the button layout, but maybe in a bit of a tight git, I didn't really want to pay the extra money to get a 5D Mark III. Obviously, it's a much better camera, the 5D Mark III, but all I'm primarily concerned about is the image quality, and I could not justify the extra, brass out my pocket kind of thing for not getting much better image quality, or video quality for that matter. Yeah, so what I'll do, I'll go through a few things which I really don't like about the camera, and then we'll go through a few things which obviously are a lot better. So let's start with the bad, I suppose. The one thing which I knew about it before I bought the camera, but I still went ahead and bought it anyway, stupidly probably, but the lack of a white button, white balance button along the top. If this camera focusing, it's a little bit pump. Yeah, I mean, I had an old Canon 40D which had a white button, quick button on the top there, and obviously, I know if you're shooting RAW you can adjust it, but sometimes to speed your life up, you could actually sort the white balance out in camera beforehand, and now you have to go into quick menu, which is really quite annoying to have to go into there to change it. But it does have a feature on it where you can bracket the white balance, which, is it a gimmick? I don't know. Obviously most of us shooting RAW these days anyway, so you can obviously correct all this stuff in post, but just to speed your life up, if you was in fixed lighting conditions, it would be a lot quicker. But right, anyway, we'll move on to what else really bugged me about this camera. Yeah, obviously, this is not a cheap camera. It is not a cheap camera. It's cheap in the respect of full frame, obviously, but using the wheel dial off of a 60D, everything else feels a little bit, even the plastic on the top doesn't feel as crap as I thought it would. But this wheel dial, oh, it is horrible. It just feels like it's going to break at any moment, to be fair. Again, previous, double-digit Canon models, like 20D, 30D, 40D, 50D, felt fantastic. Absolutely, build quality felt 5 times better than this. But I knew this before I bought the camera, and I went ahead and bought it anyway, primarily because, getting on to the good things, the image quality is absolutely fantastic. It is on a different level to any of the crop frame sensors I've used anyway. I haven't used a 60D or the 70D. I've used a 7D, 40D, 30D, 50D, and yeah, the image quality is just far, far superior. Hence why I could kind of make those sacrifices. A lot of my photography professionally is static objects, so didn't really need the advanced focusing system of the 5D Mark III. Few other issues: slow sync speed. I think it's 1/80th of a second. Have Canon just slowed that down because they were just looking for ways to differentiate this from a 5D Mark III if someone was just pretty much going for image quality? And obviously, one card slot is pretty pump, to be fair. It is a bit gash, but you've got to make these compromises. Yeah, obviously, I know there's no mic input, Sorry, yeah, there is a mic input, but there's no headphone jack. But I'm still finding my feet in videos, so I might make a new video in the future complaining like a little whiny bitch about that, but we'll wait and see. Just let me check, what else did I have to completely moan about? Yeah, the good, well, from my testing, the central focus point is great. It's really good, even in like low light. It's fantastic, the central focusing point. And I've been used to Canon focusing and autofocus systems, and obviously they're not the best. But you know, if you always persevere with these things, you can always seem to get the best out of them. But this does feel like the best one I've used on. But obviously, I'm not counting the 7D in that, because that's a different level of autofocus system. But that has its own use. That's aimed at a different market, I suppose. Yeah. So really, the plus points for me: image quality, amazing, absolutely amazing. Video quality, I did a little bit of video, tiny videos. Video quality was, yeah, again, pretty astounding, really. Yeah, but there are those issues, but again, nothing in life's perfect. Yeah, I don't really like the layout either, down one side, but you know, obviously just getting used to it again. But yeah, other than that, fantastic camera. I've had a little play around with the Wi-Fi once I figured out how to connect it to my phone, which I don't know if anyone else has had any problems. Feel free to write underneath if you have had some problems. But yeah, got there after a few minutes. And yeah, it's quite an impressive feature, to be honest. But again, I don't know if I'm ever actually going to use that feature. But it's there, isn't it, if you need to. And yeah, so again, I'll do an update in a few weeks, and I'll post a few pictures up. And yeah, feel free to come over to Lumusphoto.com and comment on the blog, or you know, send an email, see if you've got any questions about the camera or any other photography issues or anything, and I'll see if I can make you a video in the future to answer any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.